talking about food in modern world, it's really quite a mixed bag because on the one hand, there is a huge variety of goods to choose from. I mean, the supermarkets are full of various sort of food from different countries, and I think in every country you have many different restaurants and cafes. There are hundreds to choose from. So nowadays people can really eat food from any cuisine they like. They can go to the restaurants, they can order delivery or even cook it themselves at home. But on the other hand, I feel like many people nowadays especially have sort of ambiguous relationships with food. I mean, there is huge pressure on women especially to find that balance between eating what they like and staying healthy and also meeting the beauty standards of modern society. Um, and I think that leads to sort of a love-hate type of relationships with food, which is unhealthy, of course, um, because, on the one hand, everyone wants to enjoy their food, everyone wants to eat tasty, but on the other hand, people start to count their calories, and don't get me wrong, there is nothing bad in tracking your fats and carbs, but um, I feel like people become way too obsessed with that, not in a good way. I think it makes them constantly think of food, constantly think of what they can eat and what they can't eat. Um, Food becomes sort of a mechanism of praise and punishment, if that makes sense, which to its turn leads to many serious eating disorders. And as I've already said, it's quite a common thing for women. Women go on various diets that can be detrimental for their health, in order to look like what is considered to be pretty in today's society. Um, and I think it's ridiculous because something as basic needs of people makes them feel guilty. That is totally unhealthy. Um, you know, People start to hate food because they see it as something that stands on their way to becoming happy and beautiful, when in reality the only thing that doesn't let people to be happy with their body image are the unhealthy beauty standards of our society. Um, and if you look at the statistics, you'll be shocked to find that many girls suffer from an unhealthy body image from a very, very young age. And I think about 20 or 25% of anorexia patients die annually, which is a lot, and that is totally unhealthy. Um, and I know it's such a cliche to say, but I genuinely think that everyone is beautiful just the way they are, and such thing as beauty should not be a reason to any serious health problems. So, of course, we have anorexia, but there are very, many more dangerous eating disorders or other problems connected with unhealthy relationships with food. One of them being stress eating. I feel like it's quite a common thing nowadays when people consume an unreasonable amount of food, in response to their feelings or emotions, even though they're not hungry. And of course, that leads to many physical and mental health issues as well. But sorry, I'm being a bit negative. In general, I think the main trend is towards the body positivity now, and I think that more and more people are learning to accept themselves as they are, and so people have more of a healthy relationships with food, which is a good thing, obviously.